going to do now is a cheddar crusted apple pie. I've got plain flour. And to make it really easy, we've got butter and kofa here, which we're going to rub through the flour. Oh, I forgot the salt, so just mix that through. And then I'm going to add my butter, and then again, the same process. And this is sort of the consistency you're after. Sort of a fine crumble, like this. Now, for the cheddar. Now, this isn't going to break up as easily. This is also one of Yuli's cheddars. I loved hearing him speak about cheese and how he, goes to visit the cheeses every day and they're like his little babies. And now we're going to add some chilled water. I think with anything like this, I think it's actually better to learn how to do it by hand first. And if you're ever stuck without a machine, you can still make pastry. While that's resting, prepare your apples. So we've got 1.5 kilos of peeled, cored and chopped apples. And then we've got here currants, sultanas, whatever you want to put in it. Brown sugar. Caster sugar. Lemon juice. Nutmeg. Cinnamon. Ground ginger. And the flour is just there to absorb any liquid that comes out of the apple and just turn it into a nice thick syrup. Now, what you're looking for is pastry that's not sort of rock solid. You can actually see the bits of cheddar. I'm using a traditional ceramic pie dish with a sort of pretty fluted lip. And it's just going to make a really beautiful looking, old-fashioned looking pie. I'm going to put my apple filling in now. And believe it or not, it is actually going to fit. And then what you want to do is actually dot little bits of butter. Ooh, what am I doing? Okay. Because it's not naughty enough already. And just pop that aside, and this is the fun part, my favourite bit. I'm going to make a lattice. Actually, I do this sometimes with pastry. If it's still a little bit hard, just give it a good whack. So I think that's pretty good. And then cut it into about 2 centimetre strips. Like so. So I'm going to start with the longest piece in the middle, leaving sort of a 5mm gap between each strip. So do work pretty quickly because you've sort of handled the dough quite a bit by now. Now what you do is you lift every alternate piece across like this. And then you drape the longest piece across again. I just love doing this. Okay, so my lattice is finished. And then just trim the edge like that. And if you feel inclined, you can do some crimping. I love it. I feel like a nana. Now, some would say pop this in the fridge to rest again for another 30 minutes to stop shrinkage. But I just say get on with it and bung it in the oven. There we go, all done. I'm so proud. So this goes into the oven for 15 minutes at 200 degrees. After 15 minutes, take it out of the oven and give it a thorough egg wash so it goes beautifully brown all over. A sprinkle of sugar and then return it to the oven at 180 for about 40 to 50 minutes. And then you've got this. Ta-da! And then all I'm doing is actually serving it with a creme anglaise in which I've used Blender and David's amazing chook eggs.